So I'll download the digital elevation model first. All I did was click on that link. And I can see little previews of the different maps on the left-hand side, as well as some very useful metadata, one being the resolution, the extents, the names, which aren't too informative, as well as the file format type. Now there's really three formats to choose from here. I can do this BIL, which is band interwoven layers or something like that. We're not going to be downloading that option. We'll be doing the DTED, which is digital terrain or digital topographic elevation data, something like that. If I click on either one of those, it downloads them. But you've also got an option here, KML. But that's kind of like the PDF. It's a very good consumption-based format, but not a very good manipulation-based. So if all you want to do is look at this in Google Earth, use that option. But it's kind of a one-way street because it's tough to get out of Google Earth. We want this format up here. So, oh yeah, and obviously I don't know which ones I want. I want the one that's on top of Los Alamos. How I can find it is click on the show map here, and I might want to zoom in. And there's Los Alamos right there. And if I click on any one of these, I can see it show up in the corresponding color. And I want to download two that are side by side to show you how to stitch them together correctly. And again, you don't have to do that for this assignment, but you may want to give it a shot just so you know how. And I can't, oh yeah, there's my Los Alamos right here. So I'll do this pinkish one, as well as, I've got some overlapping colors, which is making these hard to see. Whoops. You know what? I'm going to do this over. I'm going to clear footprints, because what I should have done is looked first at the resolution, because there's a few of these I can definitely rule out. I've got the 1 arc and I've got the 3 arc. The 1 arc is a higher resolution. It has to do with the area that was surveyed. And I think the 1 arc is 30-meter resolution, which seems pretty high, but for this purpose it'll work fine. I've seen that as low as 1/9 of an arc. The file types get very large, but all you need to know is 1 arc is better than 3 arc for this example. So let's try this again. I'll just ignore those 3 arcs. Hit show, show, show. There we go. So I want blue one and pink one. Just double check. All right. So, and again, the only purpose of this is I just want 2 adjacent so I can show you how to stitch them together correctly. You might have to do this. I know in this example, everything I need just happens to fall on 1, but again, it's good stuff to know, so that's why I'm showing it to you. Once you've found it, go ahead and click on the DTED format link. Again, you need to be logged in. Once you see this screen, hit start download and save that file. You can see the extension is DT2. Sometimes DEMs are .dem, sometimes they're this, sometimes they're something else, but it is a DEM, and Geographic Imager will open it. Let me go ahead and close that and just go ahead and get the other one. And whoops, while that's downloading, I'll use my back button and we'll get those digital raster graphics. This might be a little bit trickier because I've got more than 10. And again, the digital raster graphic is the same thing as the USGS topographic. The reason I'm coming here is because this is the only source I found that allows you to still download it in the GeoTIFF format. Now it still has my outlines from the last search, so I'll click the clear all footprints. Let's zoom in, Los Alamos. All right. Let's see if we can't find it. Maybe let's get lucky in one of these. Oh, as before, you can rule some of these out by looking at the scale. We want the 1 to 24,000 scale. We don't want anything higher. You'll see 250 and 100,000, but you don't want those. And just for comparison, if I click on the footprint for the 1 to 25,000, very large area. If I do this 1 to 100,000, I can see it's a subset or sub area of that. And as you might imagine, if I go even smaller, it's a sub area of that. Let's zoom out here. So you can see the difference. These are representative of the size of the actual map. So I should just be able to go through here and turn on these guys until I find the one I want. Or two. Oh, whoops. Again, stay away from those 100,000. Okay, so here's a situation where I'm kind of striking out because I wanted the area around Los Alamos, which right here, and it's only showing me those. So what I'll need to do is tell it just to go ahead and load them all. Now, as this is loading, what I could have done to avoid this is to just focus in my search area from step 1. And I can see here it's now found 33. What I'll do to get rid of these, because I know they don't work, is just exclude those. And then click on Refine Criteria. Oops, that's not what I expected. But you know what? That's fine, because what we'll do here is refine the criteria. I thought it would refresh the map, but instead it's done this. So that's fine. I'll just refocus the area. I'll zoom in. I know I'm zoomed in more than my other map because I can see blue all the way around. Let me bring that up. I'll clear the area selection and add map to selection again, just clicking on the links here. Now if I zoom out, I can see that it's a smaller area, and we'll hit search. So not really what I was expecting, but this works just as well. Again, querying a large data set. And once that is complete, I've already got my digital elevation model, so I'll go to the DRG and see if get a little bit more agreeable results. Nice. It only found 4 this time. Click on Show Map. Whoops, I don't need to click those again. I need to click over here. All right, excellent. Those are the 2 that I wanted, because back on this PDF, whether you find it in a PDF format or a GeoTIFF, it's still the same extents. So this map here is representative of this top square, and the area directly below it is the next one down. So, all right, this is all set. I'll go ahead and click on download for the links below both of those. I may have accidentally stopped that. I better do it again. Not following directions. Start download. Save file. No, yeah, to stop download, close this window. Don't close it. Just move it out of the way. That should be downloading. I'll go back here, click on the other one. So those two should be downloaded along with the other ones. Let me open up my downloads folder. And there they are. Whoops, and I downloaded that one twice accidentally, so let's just move that to the trash. I've got my 2 digital elevation models, which end in DT2, and I've got zipped packages of the TIFF files. Now, if you're on a Windows PC, you'll need to have an application that can expand these. I recommend just Googling, how do I open a .tgz file? I think there's something called 7-zip that'll do it for you. Now on a Mac, all you have to do is double click on it because Macs are cool. And I'll move those to the trash. And I've got my TIFF file as well as the other files that tell this thing where this map exists on the Earth. So that's really step 1, finding the data. Everyone needs to find, or every group rather, will need to find their own unique area. So hopefully nobody else does Los Alamos. Otherwise, I've got a good idea that you're not watching these videos. In the next one, we'll move into opening and editing these in Geographic Imager.